with the intro.
I didn't see a stutter on my end.
Oh well, it was on my end, so I guess maybe there was a little delay, but all good, all good, all good. Okay, listen, it's Monday. I told you we got a new show time. Sorry, it almost went down the wrong pipe. We got a new show time. All right, so we're gonna be live during the day because we have a lot of pre-recording and filming and shows and stuff that we are filming at night. Okay, to make more content readily available for you guys, and so we will be doing it 12 o'clock Central, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry that we were a few minutes late. We're having some sound technical issues. And then right after this, we go to TashaKLive.com. And then everybody in the world gets to watch the show, okay? Because a lot of people, it was so late, going live at 7. And then the people overseas don't get to see it for another 6-7 hours until they wake up because they're asleep. And then vice versa. So everybody's up at the same time here and no one gets left behind. All right. Listen, guys, full show for y'all today. There are live by live updates on Shannon Sharpe and this bombshell lawsuit that was just filed against him by another white woman. Mm-hmm. None of there's anything wrong with dating white women, but I'm just shocked at why we still living in these times. Okay. And $50 million. All right. Not only that, he's been having a pretty bad week, and we're going to discuss that. He had some Freudian slip-ups during his show, and then there's another lawsuit slated to come as well, too, that's already been filed, but they're going to be updating that as well. Okay. And this all comes on the heels of his $100 million podcast deal that he was negotiating. And of course, Tony Busby is leading this particular lawsuit. So we shall see how this goes. Hopefully he learned from the Jay-Z saga, but who knows, he probably didn't, okay? We're going to be given a fair perspective. I don't want to see another brother get taken down, He already get took down allegedly by men, so we're not going to go that far, all right? We're not trying to go that far, all right? So listen, stay tuned for that. We got 2 parts containing to this show. So we're not going to be discussing the lawsuit allegations over here, but we will be discussing some back information as well as some slip-ups that he's had during his own recent show exposing himself, and then we'll lead into these allegations on TashaKLive.com, because when I tell you they are brutal, they are brutal. And like I said, this is not the first time he's been accused of doing this. And, definitely not the second. And so we'll be discussing all of those allegations on TashaKLive.com. You do have to subscribe to TashaKLive.com to see, raw and uncensored graphic content like that. We're also going to be discussing Leray. All right. Apparently she was lonely at her baby shower that happened this past weekend. Definitely going to be discussing. Let me pull up. It's Monday. Pastor Kelly Steele, or our First Lady Kelly Steele. Okay, she's gone viral over her controversial comments regarding forgiving her husband during a tough time in their marriage. Also going to be discussing Chrisean Rock and her new man, and Blueface reacted to Chrisean's new relationship. And then we have an exclusive interview that we're going to do live in addition to our Shannon Sharpe unveiling of the court docs, as well as past allegations and things like that, because I have spoken to several victims and things like that that have been trying to get their lawsuits off the ground, but nobody has been listening to them. But we will discuss that. And we do have an interview with the old lady that Tommy allegedly beat up. Okay. And so she'll be telling her side. All this and more coming up on this hour, as well as the next hour, followed on TashaKLive.com. Hold that thought. We're going to go ahead and shout out our sponsors. All right. Let's go, Jasmine. Let's go.
Date night, you're nervous because you're not feeling so fresh. Huh? No, not down there, up here. Tell me this, have you ever panicked at the thought of taking off your wig and releasing the worst odor? Or just the thought of your partner burying their face in your 4-week old box braids? One more question. Are you delaying your commitment to growing love locks? Because you know your scalp's history with thick, flaky buildup. If you can relate to any of these pretty common issues, I might have a solution for you. Crowning Glorious Medicated Shampoo. It's proven to not only clear up scalp buildup, but clear it for a lot longer. Using Crowning Glorious, you can do what before was unthinkable, like leaving in your protective styles for longer periods. To get your money's worth. Because the formula used in Crowning Glorious eliminates the underlying causes of that sour smell in your hair and helps to prevent crusty buildup. As if that's not exciting enough, studies have shown that the active ingredients in Crowning Glorious can actually block certain hormones that causes hair loss, and it can effectively reverse alopecia or regrow your hair on thinning edges. So if you're ready to change your life forever, visit myclearcrown.com. Grab your first bottle of Crowning Glorious Medicated Shampoo, because your crown is glory, and glory starts at the crown.
I've seen you come in here a few times, and every time I've seen you order a everything bagel with cream cheese on top. So I look over today, and to my surprise, no bagel. So I'm thinking to myself, well, what a perfect opportunity for an icebreaker.
Girl, he was fine. Like, fine. And he smelled good, and he had the sexiest walk I ever seen. When most men take me out and try to impress me, they take me to a fancy restaurant, but this is more my vibe.
Well, I figured a sky full of stars and no waitress to interrupt us would be the perfect opportunity for us to get to know each other.
Do you think it's a little too soon to be introducing me to your mom?
Sometimes you just know.
That didn't seem strange to you?
Everybody know you still like the girl. Don't you like her?
Life is too short to be worried about what could have happened. Talk to her.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
All right. I got my wine. I'm gonna pour it up in a little bit, okay? But I don't want to mess up our introduction, all right? And so I said I was gonna change our intros up just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Just to kind of get us off on a good note. I loved our meditation that we did together on Friday with Sanaa. Am I saying her name right? Sanaa Lathan, okay? Yes, and her mother. You guys raved about that. And you guys have been saying that you like when I incorporate health and wellness into the segments. And so we're going to do that beginning at every show. It won't take long. But I did want to share something with you that I practice personally that has changed my life over the years. And that is writing. Okay, and I know you're like, Tasha, how does writing change your life? Okay, writing changes our life. It has been from the beginning of time. When we see the hieroglyphics in the caves and people writing in dirt, us being able to take paper and pencils and pens extracted from the actual Mother Earth herself and being able to write things down and convey things. It keeps history going. It keeps expanding our mind. It inspires us in different ways. And so I came across an article that I thought you guys should know for anybody that's been struggling to probably, obtain a goal, get in line with your goals, just recreate or, create the lifestyle that you want, And so for me, this, even in my YouTube consultations that I used to do back in the day, I used to tell people that writing down your goals increases your chances of achieving them by 42%. Now, I don't know why scientists had to come out and say that, because it's through writing and through reading and writing. That's the reason why we weren't allowed to read and write for some time here in the United States, our ancestors and things, because they understood that, writing and reading other people's words empowers us in ways to evolve and make their ideas evolve and things like that. But it's like the importance of writing down your goals is like a contract self-consciously with you and source, you and God, right? And by saying that means it's like, yeah, you get ideas all the time and you may talk about those ideas, which you shouldn't, because when you talk about your ideas to people, right? Now let me put my little Will Smith, projection voice on. When you talk about your goals to people, people instantly hate. Not intentionally, but it's because they don't understand your goal and they have a totally different goal. So they're going to instantly reject your goal because it's not for them. And then subconsciously, because they've already put energy towards you and spoke towards you, you embedded what it is that they said into your head, and then you don't achieve your goal. But I know we all get the urge whenever we want to do something to tell somebody about it. And really that telling, you're supposed to write it down in a journal. So that urge that you get to talk and, I want to share, I want to tell people my dreams. No, that is for you to take it out of your head because it came from source, it came from God. And then you're going to create a contract with self by writing it down so it embeds in your subconscious. And then every single day that you wake up and before you go to bed, I do this 3 times a day, you read it. I keep it, I grab Pandas every day. TMI, right? I grab panties every day. I wear panties. Ain't nobody finna pick me up on the side of the street and no damn car accident. And I ain't got no panties on or my panties dirty. So I got a big, big panty drawer. Okay. And in my panty drawer lies my journal. And on the first page of my journal has all of the goals that I have that I want to do for current, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year. And I read them 2 to 3 times a day as I'm going through my panty drawer, changing my drawers. Because that's the only way that I can kind of remind myself I got before I grab my panties, my journal right there. And so I open it up as a reminder of what the goal is. Okay? That's me personally. And as I'm doing that, before I know it, like I said in 2023, I'm going on tour. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know. These comedy clubs won't get back to me. Nobody would talk to me. Lord and behold, by 2024, we had a whole tour manager and we was on a 30-city tour. All I did was write it down. All I did was profess it. Yes, I did take it to the water to ask for it. And then I came and made the commitment by writing it in stone and creating a contract with myself. Why do you think banks and big business always create a contract? It's the only thing binding by law, and the law is God. So if you've been struggling to try to get on track and you may be like easily influenced by other people's actions. And so there are a lot of people out here that like to kind of go with the flow, which is bad because you may flow into somebody else's energy and flow into somebody else's energy. But when you create a contract with self, like they could create a contract with you when you go buy a car on a buy here, pay here lot. And if you miss a payment, they're going to cut it off on you and you ain't going to be able to drive it past the red light or back it up out of your garage. That's the kind of contract you need to have with yourself. And the only way you could do that is by writing it down. And so in my YouTube consultations that I used to do, I no longer do them anymore because nobody listened. You know, I would tell them, write down your stories because they become one with you. Write down your goals. They become one with you. Remind yourself, read that book that you wrote over and over and over again. It embeds in your subconscious the same way that brushing your teeth is embedded in your subconscious. Washing your ass is embedded in your subconscious. It becomes a part of you. And then you instantly move your energy into the direction that you want it to go. Because guess what? You've already stimulated everything around you to go the direction that you want it to go. And so your goals should be easily obtainable because this is what you're focused on. It doesn't matter what you do. This is not about money obtainment. This is about you living within your purpose. Okay? So, Tasha K done. Jasmine, how'd I do? I didn't give him too much Will Smith, did I?
Nah,
You know,
I think you gave it to him nice and to the point.
oh, because I hate when people talk down on people. You know what I'm saying? I like to talk to people. That's why I look y'all in your eyes and let y'all know. And I tell you personally what has worked for me. And so, this is unfolding. People would come in my house. I used to put them on like little index cards, and people would come in my house, and I hated it. And they would find my index cards written everywhere of these goals that I've obtained already, just in personal and professional life. And I'll be like, oh my God. And then it would take a little longer to obtain because somebody else reading your goal, it's not their goal. They don't process it. So they instantly send off a non-understanding energy. And so it disrupts when it's trying to come to you. So you have to keep that stuff totally, totally secret between you and God and yourself. And use a pen or pencil and a piece of paper. It all comes from the earth. That is your contract. Okay? All right. Moving on. Speaking of contracts, let's talk about Glorilla's contract. Okay? I love Glorilla. I love her music. I think it's happy music. I think every time it comes on, I'm 43 years old. She's a young girl, but I'm like, she gets it. She gets it. She doesn't find herself in any drama. She ain't in no online beefs like that. I like how she keeps it cute. And besides, she's too tiny to be getting in beefs anyway, because they'll mop the floor with her ass all up and down. These doggone stages. And if they catch her outside, it's going to be like, how about that? You know what I'm saying? And if I was her, I would just run. Run. People be like, oh, Tasha, you'll never be outside. I'll be outside all the time. Problem is, I ain't running. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have no beef with nobody. So ain't no reason for me to be running from nobody. But Glorilla, like, I like how she keeps it to the music. It's very happy. And then when we're listening to her music, we don't envision her life with it. There's a lot of artists out here that like to mix their personal life with their music life. And then it doesn't translate because we're like, we're not living our life like that. Whereas we followed and were inspired by artists based off of, you know, just them accomplishing things that, you know, maybe we wanted to accomplish, or them speaking on situations that we went through and it seems like they overcame them or we were able to relate to them, but we didn't need you to talk about it. We didn't need you to talk about it, you know? And that's when music sales, I believe, began to decline, is when the evolution of reality TV came into play and they started merging music with their personal lives. And now whatever they sing about doesn't match who they are. And we're judging the person and not their art. And the art should be a way for all of us to be able to open portals in ourselves and heal ourselves and be able to see things in ourselves or see ourselves and other people. It's sort of like their own books, but now they just all out of sync and they online. Leave us out the group chat, please. Please, okay? I just woke up. I don't care. If you ain't left that man yet, he done cheated 50,000 11 times, leave us out of it, okay? You gonna go back? Girl, stop. I love that Glorilla keeps her personal business to herself. You know, she don't like me, I don't give a damn. You know, I don't care. She cannot like me. And that's probably part of, you know, her keeping things out of her head that could possibly sway the way she does business, you know? So she's probably like, let me turn this bitch off. You know what I'm saying? But I'm very fair in my assessment of everybody. I really am. Like, if you fuck up, but if you're doing good, you're doing good. And so we are here to congratulate Glorilla. However, I just want to offer some advice to my sis, okay? Because when I see a lick, and the lick is you. Like, she's accomplished a lot out here. She's writing her own lyrics, producing her own songs. Like, she's learning choreography. She's a little slow on stage, you know. Everybody rejected her voice, said she talked like a man. You know, she's shaped like a boy, everything. Like, she's been really evolving herself. And so, you know, and I think, you know, like she said 3 years ago, she wasn't in the space that she's in now. And, you know, this space is different. And it's everything that she wrote down and she accomplished, because she was working in fast food 3 years ago. Okay, so shout out to Glorilla. However, I just really want her to get away from Yo Gotti. Like Angela Simmons did. We talked about that on TashaKLive.com, didn't we? No, we talked about that here. I just really want her to separate from these people. I know she's Memphis. I know she's Memphis all day, but nothing that comes to these people is ever good. Do we have any successful, thriving artists on his label besides her? Jazzy Faye?
Not off the top. I'd have to look that up. I don't know.
And I heard, like, by a very credible source, there is a RICO in progress. I just want her to finish up her contracts, finish up her album, and get her ass over to somewhere where ain't no gang activity is going on. Go over there with the fake ones like Drake. Drake a fake gangster. He's not really about this. And here's another thing too. It's the pimping for me. Like, the girl went out there, she got platinum plaques, she got gold plaques. And when I see them do up to their old ways, I'm like, Gotti, like, who are you fooling? So she just announced after, you know, he brought the plaques on stage and she was just like, y'all, I was working at a fast food place 3 years ago and stuff like that. He comes out on, I guess he gives her 7 Chanel bags. Now, here's the thing. Jasmine, put up the evidence. Here she go with the 7 Chanel bags. I know a lot of y'all like, oh my God, she got 7 Chanel bags from Yo Gotti. Oh my God, like, that's so cute. Well, first of all, China said they ain't worth 7,000. China said these are all the $200 bags. And so if we really wanted to look at this situation as if he was giving her something that, one, she can't give her, like, she can give herself. 2, like, you are a record label. And so any gifts coming from a record label is really not a gift. It's an advancement, which means it's coming out of her check. If she wanted to go buy 7 Chanel bags with her money, she should be allowed to do that, and you not take from her money and charge her $7,000 per bag that you got her. In reality, China came out and said it's $200. $200. And so all I'm trying to do is ask Glorilla to wake up. There's a reason why he surprised her with those. I think when he get these young artists, they're young and they naive, and he thinks that like, oh, a car is gonna woo them. I mean, he gave her a car and $500,000 when they met her, but that was the money that she had to pay back. So you gotta pay back on these purses? No, ma'am. I'll be like, run them right back. China just said they're $150. So you better, here's the thing. I'll keep them, but you better bill for bill, which means it better be what you pay China for them for, not $7,000, because they have severely been devalued overnight. Come on, Glow. Wake up, girl. Your name, Gloria. Hallelujah. Wake up. And we ready for a gospel album anyway, child. Let's get it. It's that season. But for real, I told her he would have had to run them right back. Right back. She the only artist out right now thriving. She making all the money. And you know they do this PR to entice other girls or just people that just want to be her. So they create these PR campaigns around, artists like Glorilla and Megan, and like they giving them all of this stuff, but it's not theirs. And then they end up being broke. I think everyone should be taking a Tory Lane's lane. Finish up your contract, put your money, put your album in an NFT. You sell your album to people who want to profit off of your album. Tory made $1 million and changed the game in record sales overnight. 1 million copies, sold his album for $1. Everybody that bought the album for $1 created demand, resold it for $10, $13, $20. They was bidding on the album. He actually got residuals off of that. Sold 1 million copies. Next thing you know, we got a rapper around here hopping around. And he in jail. When you single-handedly devalued record labels overnight and empowered artists at the same time, it is coincidental how he winds up serving 10 years. And they got pedophiles in there serving 3. Glow, wake up, baby. It's time to go. Because he going to jail, so I heard. Angela done got on. Your turn. And you're going to be all right. You're going to be A-okay. You got this, girl. Gloria, your mama named you Gloria. Hallelujah, for a reason. Because you glow. You glow every time she walks into a room. Every time her music comes on, it glows. It has you feeling happy. Oh, happy day. Come on, y'all. Sing with me. Oh, happy day. Come on, y'all. When Jesus was. Ooh, when it was. Ooh, when it was. Let me stop, y'all. It's too early on Monday for this. But anyway, congratulations to all Gloria, Gloria, hallelujah, all her success. We just hope that she makes this new transition and, into the NFT market, because the NFT market is where it's going. It's where I'm going. It's where I'm going. Art is valuable. It will forever be valuable. It empowers people. No AI is going to ever be able to transcend that. For anything, they're going to make it more valuable. Right. All right, moving on. Who we got next? Who we got? Who this is, y'all? I don't know why I can't see my own screen. I got to put my glasses on, chill. Oh, Chrisean and her new man. Okay, so you guys know Chrisean has been outside with her new man that looks like a stud. They've been tongue kissing and everything. She said she back in the church. She back saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost. She's performing at churches. Julia got a new daddy now, and this is it. I don't know this little boy name. I know he plays overseas basketball or something like that. And so, of course, we did congratulate Clarissa during our last show because Clarissa is going to be having a good Mother's Day this year. You know, her and Tokyo Tony are up one this year. You know, Black China is saved, and so she's sending her mama Mother's Day flowers and stuff like that. Now Clarissa is finna get a Mother's Day gift, even though 2 of her sons is in jail and 1 daughter's a hoe. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be getting a little something. But she said, you know, she shared a little letter that Blueface wrote and said that he thought these women loved him more than his mama, and that could never be. And so after he done dogged his mama, he done dogged every woman in his life because, in my opinion, he like boys more. And whenever you see a guy that treats his boys better than the women, when they be like, oh, I'm loyal, that's my dog, that's my dude, that's my boy, that's my dick, and that's my bitch. But I can't spend time with you, babe. Me and my homies got plans. Sorry, babe. We going to play basketball. Sorry, baby, we're going to play ball. Ball, baby, ball. You know, I'm just saying. And we see that a lot amongst these men. And they use women for their financial gain, because a lot of places that he can't sit, a woman can definitely sit. You know? And now he done ran her off from jail. I guess, you know, commissary wasn't hitting right. One day he the daddy, the next day he ain't the daddy. Now she done found a new daddy for Chrisean Jr. She gonna be naming him after this man next. Watch, y'all. She already done removed the Blueface tattoo. We're gonna see how long this lasts, because as soon as he get out of jail, and we know Chrisean, when that money get a little tight, she gonna be right back over there, because she just loves being pimped. Some women just love being treated like hoes. It is what it is. You know, no discriminatory towards hoes. You know, hoes have a place in the world. You know, they help balance the ecosystem, right? And so it is what it is, right? And so, and for those of y'all that say, I hate hoes, sometimes it takes a hoe to remind your husband what he got at home, or your boyfriend, or what's out there, especially when they drugging them and robbing them and they burning each other. And your whole wife and girlfriend up over here pure, clean. You know? Shoot, I know a girl, she said her husband went to the DR. He came back with the worst case of chlamydia she had ever seen in her life. I said, girl, good for us. That's what he get. That's what he get. Touch the stove, it's hot. It's hot. Let these hoes work. Let these hoes work. That's why I will always have major respect for my hoes up over here on this channel when they come and expose these hoish ass niggas. I don't care what y'all got to say about it, okay? They will always have a place of respect and dignity over here at Unwind with Tasha K. The hell with what y'all talking about, Tasha? You giving these hoes a voice? You damn right I am. You damn right I am. It helps keep peace and order. Peace and order in the house. You leave your back door open. If you're a man and you got a house and you leave your back door open for somebody to come in the back door and rob your family, that's your fault. Your fault. You don't be blaming the hoes. Hoes ain't married. That's why the hoes respect me. That's why they bring me all the wine when I need it. Like a hoe just brought me wine on Shannon Sharpe. We gonna talk about. Nah. So Blueface is upset, y'all. He mad. His hoe gone. All his hoes is gone, and the only hoe left to take care of him is Carlissa. So he wrote Carlissa a little love letter from jail. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, oh, he missed her, and he shouldn't have put nobody before her, and you know, all this and that. And now he's a changed man. He ain't gonna let nobody come before his mama, who's a hoe. Who was a hoe, still a hoe, showing her ass, you know what I'm saying? And he just, you know, it just ain't gonna happen no more. So all other hoes are gonna have to come under her. She's gonna have to approve the hoes that are around. And so his daddy done entered the chat as well too. And I had the audacity to put Chrisean's stuff out the house.
Blueface made that call. Said, hey, it's time to go. You ain't playing this time. He dead serious. You gotta pack it up. It's time to go.
He heartbroken, y'all, from jail. Oh, poor Blueface. I would be heartbroken too. Like, they claim that Blueface is an attractive man. They like his swag. Jasmine, do you have a picture of what Jaden Alexis really look like?
Nah, I can dig one up though. Hold on.
I mean, I would be mad too. I would showcase you hoes have got to go, even though they left on their own. Jaden went over to the other side. She said she don't want no more men. She don't even want no more men. Chrisean got a trans man. But I would be mad too. Jasmine, you make sure you get that BBL. You make sure you get that BBL. You get that. You get that while I get my wine. Hold that thought right here. Y'all better be liking this video too. Y'all better be liking this damn video. All right, that's all I asked y'all to do. Like the damn video, okay? Because I'm gonna show you this picture before we go to commercial break. And then after commercial break, we got Kelly Steele out here just ruining it for all wives. All wives, okay? And we're definitely going to be talking about Leray and Shannon Sharpe. Mm-hmm. Yes. You got it, Jasmine. Please tell me you got it.
It's coming. 2 seconds.
2 seconds. 2 seconds. Let's go. I'm telling you, if I was Blueface, I would be mad as hell too. Hey, no, hey. I would call my mama too. Just wait for it. Jasmine, she thinks the same way I think. I'm telling you. Like, me and her be on the same way. We've been doing this for almost 11 years, maybe 12. You know what I'm saying? Or longer. Just hold my thought. I'm gonna make my point that we're gonna move on, okay? Hold that thought. Mm-hmm. How's Monday going for you guys? Y'all at work? Y'all at work? Tell your boss I said hello. Hello. Tasha K, tell me to let you all work early. Tell your boss, Tasha K said, let you all work early. It's the day after Easter. Jesus rose, he went back to sleep. Can you go back to sleep? Ask your boss, can you go back to sleep? Now, exhibit A. The only exhibit we need. Blueface. Put on my little reading glasses here so I can see the pictures. I would be upset too if I let a woman that was remotely shaped like Stewie by the head and the ass. Y'all don't know the cartoon Stewie? She got a BBL that is shaped like a head. Like, y'all see Jaden Alexis' face? They took her face shape and put it in her ass. Yeah. I would be upset too if I was Blueface, because how? Like, Chrisean not ugly. Chrisean was a come up. You see how her face shape? Now go back to the ass. Same shape. Same shape. Same. I said, who is her doctor? Who is the doctor? I'd be mad if I was Blueface too. Record it. Tell them I'm leaving now. Let the world know I'm leaving these hoes. How you leaving? You ain't going nowhere. Your ass in a 4x4 cell. You in a 4x4 cell. You ain't going nowhere. You're going outside at 1 o'clock. You're going to the bathroom at 2. First of all, you wake up at 7 a.m. to go eat breakfast. Mm-hmm. After you're done with breakfast, you go to the library. You're done with the library, they get to give you a little sunshine. You get to play a little basketball, lift a little weights. You can tell he ain't lifting no weights at all. You know what I'm saying? His day is planned. How you putting somebody out, bro? You can't even put yourself out of jail. The audacity. I would be on my internet losing my shit too. Go ahead, Blue. Go ahead, Blue, with that bullshit for real. Ain't nobody that cap. Stop the cap. Ain't nobody believing that but you and your sorry ass mammy. And she's sorry too. Y'all got to get on TashaKLive.com and get both of them interviews that both of Carlissa's sisters did on how sorry Carlissa was as a mother. Well, she better be glad that she get a rose petal for Mother's Day. Talking about don't judge her as a mother. And I will. After the break, guys, we got Kelly Steele. She's a pastor's wife, and she came out to tell a rather interesting story on the Dear Wifey podcast. It's got the internet just up in arms. Definitely going to be talking about Leray alone at her baby shower. You know, she had a little baby by Trippie Redd, and she was very lonely. Reports came to us that she wished that her baby daddy was there. And last but not least, Shannon Sharpe slipped up and exposed him, Hollywood, and Jordan all at the same time. And then we're going to be definitely talking about this bombshell lawsuit, plus more to come regarding Shannon Sharpe and his bedroom activities. All right. After the break. Okay. We got some sponsors we need to brag about, which means Boldly Raise a Glass Suit. We'll be right back. Let's go.
Oh shit, ain't you Nathan Minor? Ain't you Nathan Minor? No. I can't get a picture, bro. No. I can't get a picture real quick, bro. Come on, chill, bro. Oh, ain't that your girl right there, too? No. Hey, he right here. Oh, shut the fuck. It's your man right here.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.TashaKLive.com.
I've seen you come in here a few times, and every time I've seen you order a everything bagel with cream cheese on top. So I look over today, and to my surprise, no bagel. So I'm thinking to myself, well, what a perfect opportunity for an icebreaker.
Girl, he was fine. Like, fine. And he smelled good, and he had the sexiest walk I ever seen. When most men take me out and try to impress me, they take me to a fancy restaurant, but this is more my vibe.
Well, I figured a sky full of stars and no waitress to interrupt us would be the perfect opportunity for us to get to know each other.
Do you think it's a little too soon to be introducing me to your mom?
Sometimes you just know.
That didn't seem strange to you?
Everybody know you still like the girl, don't you like her?
Life is too short to be worried about what could have happened. Talk to her.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.TashaKLive.com.
All right, and we are back. All right, don't forget, guys, if you are drowning in any sort of debt, all right, whether you have home debt, car debt, credit card debt, medical debt, student loans, child support debt, tax debt, guys, please take 5 minutes out your day. Visit startovernow.org and get you a free consultation with a bankruptcy attorney, okay? You ain't got to sit there and ponder over how you're going to do this, how you're going to pay that, when the government will forgive you. They will forgive you, and you can start over and still keep your house, still keep your car, because those are the two major purchases that we'll make anyway, and everything else will go away, okay? Startovernow.org. Talk to Chad. Matter of fact, he was just texting me. Shout out to Chad. Y'all calling that man Chatty Zaddy, knowing he married. Y'all nasty as winos. Y'all just nasty. I can't take y'all nowhere. Nowhere. Those throwing titties, throwing ass on every guest we got. Have some restraint. Okay. Just got my lawsuit paper in on the Shannon Sharpe restraining order and all that stuff. Okay, make sure you have your subscriptions on TashaKLive.com to get that part of it. But we're gonna do some Shannon Sharpe stuff over here. But that stuff with him, the gender violence and all that stuff, oh, that's going on TashaKLive.com. We ain't finna get taken down for nobody. Okay. All right. Now, up next. So here's the thing. There was a clip that went viral. Oh, I've never heard of these pastors. Have y'all heard of these pastors? Her name is Kelly Steele. If we never heard of it, we're going to hear about it now because I'm telling you, she done pissed off the internet. She had people pissed off with me for posting what she said. I said, I didn't even say it. How the hell do I get blamed for something that she said because I posted it on my page. And it was like, Tasha, stop posting stuff like this. That's why I'm unfollowing this page. You always posting toxicity. What did I do? What did I do? I just deflecting, projecting. So, Dear Wifey Podcast, you know, he has some controversial couples that be coming up there and they be telling you about, you know, some of the craziest things that they've done in their marriage or while being in relationships, you know, things that they wish they could have changed, and they use it under the, you know, and they put these stories behind a foundation of God. It's really crazy how it's presented. And it can rub you the wrong way, especially like if you Christian and you really or Islam, Muslim, or you really into the word of God, and the way you interpret the word of God is different from how they interpret it. But it's just interesting how people interpret, you know, the word of God, and then they apply it to their life as if that's the correct way. And then, you know, when they do that, and then we got situations like this wife who's a first lady, and her name is, Kelly Steele. And she comes up to tell a story about being married to her husband and her husband cheating on her. And if it wasn't for God, she would be gone. I don't even think God had to do this. I don't think she was going nowhere, no way. But here's the thing. But she tried to make it seem like that. It was God that told her to stay. It was God that told her to do this. Y'all listen to this, and then I'm going to come back, and I'm definitely going to need y'all opinion on this, and I'm going to for sure give mine. Go on, First Lady Steele, go.
A radical heart shift from that moment. I got in my word, under my word. I just completely changed as a person. And I realized that God loves me, that God has a purpose and plan for my life, that God chose me, that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. So he would call me out my name. It wouldn't bother me because I allowed God's voice to be louder than his. And when I was going through transition of him not coming home on the weekends, not being there, telling me, I hate you, I'll never love you, I wish I never married you. I knew that life and death is in the power of the tongue through the word of God. So I would say, you will love me one day. We will have a good marriage one day. And although he would go out for weekends, I would literally help him get ready to go meet a side chick by ironing his clothes and getting him ready for the night. And these are all things I was graced to do. I would not encourage anybody to do that unless you are graced by God to do this.
She said, you got to be graced by God to iron your husband's clothes on the weekend so he can go see his side chick. She wouldn't advise anybody to do this at home. I like that she put a viewer discretion is advised. Please don't try this at home. But you got to be graced by God. You got to have another level of understanding with God in order to do such a thing. Her husband would tell her, I don't love you. I wish I never married you. Now, iron my clothes, bitch. I'm on the way, Dad. I'm on the way. I hope you have a great time tonight, baby. I hope she gives you exactly what you didn't get in me. And then she says to herself with a contract that she made with herself, because I'm telling you, them contracts, them personal contracts, when you talk to yourself, when you write down goals and stuff, there's a contract between you and God. And she made a contract. She said, one day you will love me. One day we will have a good marriage. I had to put them a little. I've been a wife for 19 years. I've never, ever, by the grace of God, had to ever say, one day you will love me. I know we married now, but one day you're going to love me. One day we will have a good marriage. Like, why would you marry somebody and say to them, one day we'll have a good marriage? How did the marriage take place? Whose idea was it to get married? I'm gonna say something, it's gonna piss y'all off, but only hit dogs holler. Everybody suffers from low self-esteem, right? Some sort of low self-esteem. I mean, as women, there's a lot of pressure that we go through, societal pressures and things like that. But there's also kind of another layer to it that comes with this pick-misha of, oh, I'm married and you're not. God blessed me with a husband and you're not. And so therefore, I am going to protect my marriage. And women shouldn't be the protectors of marriage. It should be the men. That's why I said, if you're a man and you have a home and you leave the door open and somebody comes in that house and hurts that family, that is on the man, because he is supposed to protect you and secure that foundation every which way. You're not supposed to be holding up a front. You're not supposed to be fighting. If you look back in Roman times, the women sat up and the men fought. Shit, that's law. But then there's these women that we get on social media that like to wrap their insecurities and low self-esteem up with the grace of God, and then they try to sell it to us and say, don't do this at home, but yet they are preaching to hundreds of people, and people are tithing into them, listening to their word, following their instructions, because they're putting on a united front by sitting at Sears, taking a photo for $32.99, and you get 100 photos on a white background. But they're telling you that this is what family is about. The woman has to fight. I have never in my life, and I say this with everything in me, ever fought, will fight over no damn man. I'm not even supposed to get dirty. I'm not supposed to get dusty. So I said I would never, like, if Shaq go take a side chick, she'll never get to me. She'll never get to me. I'm wife. You will never grace me. Your energy will never pierce me. Like, I'm just saying, I'm just wrapped different. But then you got these low self-esteem, overweight, wig wearing, I gotta wear makeup, put myself last, because had she would have, instead of honoring his clothes, taken the time to pour into herself spiritually, mentally, physically. Losing weight ain't got nothing to do with keeping your man. Losing weight got to do with everything to do with your health, with your self-esteem, with you creating positive energy, good endorphins, ridding yourself of that depression and anxiety and all that stuff, and getting your ass back outside. Bet you the side chick was in shape. Bet you the side chick didn't have to wear big clothes. Bet you the side chick didn't have to cook. The side chick didn't have to pray. She didn't have to fight. He went over there and protected her. Had you get him ready to go fight for her and left you there saying one day you gonna love me. How about you love yourself? How about we start with that? The reason he was up over there is because you didn't love yourself. The reason you had to pray, and it was God's grace that did it. I couldn't do it without God's grace. What does God's grace got to do with this? What does God's grace got to do with this? Leave God out of your shenanigans. Leave God out of your low self-esteem ass, insecure ass shit. This is not God. I just, Teddy back here on his Shannon Sharpe. We gonna keep him a white bitch with somebody. Even Teddy covers his white bitch. Come on. Now, is this where we at, y'all? This ain't got nothing to do. It's like, these are the true pick-me's. I know plenty of women that are happy, single, living their best lives, dating, going through their own little phases, ain't got no stress, no nothing. But then you get these that capture and thinking that a husband is a end all, be all. When this may not have been your time for marriage, but because you're trying to force something. And in my opinion, spiritually, whenever you try to force something, it's not in line with what you're supposed to be doing. It's like God will create roadblocks, and if you don't get it, ain't nothing he can do. Ain't nothing he can do. It's like he'll tell you every which way, don't go that way, don't go that way, don't go that way. He'll make it so hard for you to accomplish it. But really, in reality, when something is supposed to be yours, it's naturally yours. Naturally yours. I had to learn that the hard way, y'all. Thinking that you gotta always fight and always, real men out here don't be having their women fighting and stressing out at all. When I told y'all, when I met my husband, they had a contract marriage over there in Mali already sealed. So technically, I'm the second wife. But as I said to my husband, you're a free man, bro. And I'm a free woman. Make your choice. I'm going to make mine. Trust me. You want to be over there? Be over there. I am not going to be upset. I know I'm supposed to be where I'm supposed to be. And as soon as I said that, Mom, Dad, I know y'all paid for that bride. I know y'all paid for her college education and everything like that, but I love Tasha. She was in ninth grade 3 years, but she's a good woman, Mama. She's a good woman. I can't compete with that. You know, I'm from the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, my family, you got to have thick skin to come to the cookout. I totally got why Shaq's family is like, we have been preparing this wife for you, and this is what you bring home? He wanted to say so bad, but Daddy, she got good pussy. He wanted to say so bad. His daddy was the only one, and that's what happened. His dad was the only one that said, clear it, let it go. Let it go, son. She looked like us. She one of us. I'll talk to your mama. True story. But I wasn't finna beg. I wasn't finna be like, well, God's grace, take me home. Well, where you going? Home. You're home here. No, it's not. You're at home over there. No, I don't. I don't know that woman. I ain't never met that woman. I ain't never seen that woman. What is for you is for you. You will not have to chase it. You will not have to fight for it. Please, y'all gonna get enough of these John Grays and they wives trying to tell y'all how marriages are supposed to be and what it says in the word of God. And really, they're only just projecting their shortcomings, their mishaps, their struggles and things onto y'all. And y'all think that this is what a perfect marriage is supposed to look like because they went to Sears and Roebuck to do a photo shoot for $32.99. Speaking of marriages, Leray out here lonely as hell at her baby shower. Now, see, normally I wouldn't be irritated about this, but this is what I try to tell y'all. Y'all out here giving babies to just anybody. Whatever happens to, you having some type of, like, if you don't have respect for yourself, at least have it for your child. At least have it for your child. Like, I want my child to have a daddy that I didn't have. I want my child to, because, she always complains about her dad, Benzino. And I don't know why. Benzino's always been there. He ain't perfect, but he's always been there. No dad is perfect. But she always claimed what she didn't have, what she did have. And, for her to get pregnant by a nigger by the name of Trippin' Red and wonders why she's lonely at her baby shower? Y'all remember that movie? Was it The Devil's Advocate? Which movie was that with that white boy and his daddy was the devil and he was a lawyer? Jasmine, what's the name of that? Shit, what's the name of that movie? He can't hear me. Good. We're gonna get mad at y'all telling him about his bought and paid for a bride. Here's the thing. But there was a movie. Matthew McConaughey. And his dad, well, no, it wasn't, man. It's Keanu Reeves. It's Keanu Reeves. Them two used to get me mixed up.
They saying devil's advocate in the comments. So
devil's advocate. Okay, thank you. And the daddy was like, you went out here and got, like, you went out here and said your dad was this. Benzino wasn't this. He wasn't that. He wasn't there for me. And then this is what you bring home? And you wonder why you ain't even had your baby yet and he ain't nowhere near around? Don't he got an upside down cross on his forehead? Don't Trippie Redd got a upside down cross on his forehead, Jasmine?
Mm-hmm.
So we bring in men that were better than our fathers, supposedly. Like, I just, I heard she was very lonely. It was very emotional for her. And I just don't feel sorry for her at all. You done had all of the warnings. You know what to look for, what not to look for. And at least if you don't have consideration for yourself, have consideration for your future child. And be careful at who you have a child with.
Let's go, girls.
Trippie Redd. Your daddy named Trippie Redd. He ain't shit. I know. Mama, I know. I saw his pictures. How could you? I wish babies could just talk shit from the womb. Who is it? Abort? Abort now. For real. And then they'll try to make it seem like it's the daddy's fault. Like he ain't around, but really it was your fault. It's your fault. You gotta look at people's character. You gotta study people. You having a child with somebody? That's crazy. Crazy. Never. I'm like, be careful who you sign a blood covenant with. This ain't no accidental. Ain't nobody hold you down, tell you to get pregnant. Y'all pray for this child. Pray for this child and the child that she having. After the break, we got Shannon Sharpe exposing himself and being exposed all over the internet right before he is to sign a 9-figure deal, a $100 million podcast deal. Okay, guys, after the break and more. All right. Then we're going to be heading over to TashaKLive.com. So I guess the granny that Tommy choked up want to come tell her side. We definitely last Friday got some good wine on Britt Edie. If you missed that, when I tell you Britt Edie's husband's lover sat down, oh, it got thick. It got thick. I don't know how this man got cash app receipts from this man, but he got them. But all of that's on TashaKLive.com. Don't forget, guys, we're going to go ahead and head to break. After break, stay here for the Shannon Sharpe part of the segment. Then we're going to head over to TashaKLive.com. We got some sponsors we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to. We'll be right back. Let's go.
At Rockstar Wireless, we get it. Times are tough right now, and the last thing you need is a long-term commitment with the wireless carrier for an upgrade with the same features. Congratulations, Rockstar Wireless has your back. Stay connected with America's fastest-growing wireless network. Coast to coast, we have you covered. With plans starting as low as $9.99. Unlimited 5G plans start at $19.99. Yeah, you heard me right, $19.99. If you're paying hundreds a month on your wireless plan, you need to make the switch. Get the same nationwide 5G at a fraction of the price. I understand you can afford to pay more, but why? At Rockstar Wireless, it's important to know why. Make the switch today at rockstarwireless.com and earn your why.
I've seen you come in here a few times, and every time I've seen you order a everything bagel with cream cheese on top. So I look over today, and to my surprise, no bagel. So I'm thinking to myself, well, what a perfect opportunity for an icebreaker.
Girl, he was fine. Like, fine. And he smelled good. And he had the sexiest walk I ever seen. When most men take me out and try to impress me, they take me to a fancy restaurant. But this is more my vibe.
Well, I figured a sky full of stars and no waitress to interrupt us would be the perfect opportunity for us to get to know each other.
Do you think it's a little too soon to be introducing me to your mom?
Sometimes you just know.
That didn't seem strange to you?
Everybody know you still like the girl, don't you like her?
Life is too short to be worried about what could have happened. Talk to her.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
Coretta Scott King. Do you know who that is? Martin Luther King's wife. Michelle Obama. Barack Obama's wife.
You think your person would mind if you step out for a minute?
You're such a sweetheart.
You're a godson.
I'm ready to go. Are you fucking kidding me?
All right, Faith, just give me my
No!
Faith.
Oh, look at the phone. I'm calling her.
What? No. Give me the phone.
No!
Faith. Give
No!
me
No!
give me
Fuck you!
Give me the fucking
Fuck
phone.
you! No! Let go! I'm sorry!
Sorry doesn't fix it, Faith. What if TMZ already got the footage of it? Me running from a white girl, all through the city. Oh shit, ain't you Nathan Minor? Ain't you Nathan Minor? No. I can't get a picture, bro. No. I can't get a picture real quick, bro. Come on, chill, bro. Oh, ain't that your girl right there? No. Hey, he right here. No, shut the fuck up. It's your man right here.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
All right, if you want to see the actor being chased around the city by a white girl, it is streaming now on TashaKLive.com, and we'll be heading there right after this, okay, for part two of our Shannon Sharpe breakdown, because like I said, some of the things are so graphic, we can't put them here. I wish I could, but I can't, guys, and YouTube has a censorship, and I'm keeping my channel, okay? I'm keeping my channel. All right, so don't forget, guys, if you are drowning in debt, any type of debt, house debt, car debt, medical debt, babysitter debt, hell, student loan debt, tax debt, please, guys, talk to a bankruptcy lawyer for free. All right, go to my website, startovernow.org, and you will get access to my bankruptcy attorney, Chad Van Horn, or any of his colleagues, and they'll walk you through what you can do to become debt free. Okay, once you've already bought your big purchases like your house and your car, you're good. Or if you're trying to buy a house, in 2 years after, you'll be able to buy a house. They're gonna clear all that up. Okay. Think about it. Most people don't even pay off their houses in a lifetime. How you gonna pay off debt? Most people don't even pay off $300,000. Okay, startovernow.org. All right. Now on to Shannon Sharpe. Okay, so last night I'm on live, and I ran past my colleague's channel, the Star Report. Wow, I almost forgot his name. I was about to call him Troy, and y'all was gonna be like, who? I'm like Troy because I call him Troy, but Star Report. So if you haven't seen the Star Report, you should go up over there. Hilarious ass show. And so he had an exclusive up saying that Shannon Sharpe, I guess, basically is exposed. And I was like, what's going on? So I called him at 1:30 in the morning. I was like, Star, you just ended your live. What do you have? And so basically he sent me a clip of Shannon Sharpe, I guess, accidentally speaking on something that's subconsciously better than his head, and we'll talk about this in a minute. He was talking in reference to Michelle Obama interviewing Tracy Ellis about her, I guess, excuse for dating younger men and why she prefers to date them over older men. Michelle Obama had co-signed like, as if she knew. And I was like, well, what we talk about, Michelle? What are we talking about? Let's get into it, Michelle Obama. Okay, I read it between the lines, but I ain't gonna go in on the first lady like that. You know, maybe she's just wishing for some younger dick. I don't know. But Shannon had ended up commenting on that story, and as he was commenting, right, you may forget some things, but you don't slip up and say things like this.
When Unc say he want to date younger men, they killed me. What they said, what the women, what? Yeah, what I said, I want to date younger women. What I said? Oh, when I want to date, when I want to date younger women, what they say, Ocho? Right. Oh, I'm a creep. Oh, I'm what they call that? What they call that when a man like I'm grooming. That's the term they use with me. Yeah. Grooming.
We got him. One more time. Let's run it back.
But what? Hold on. But what they say about when Unc say he want to date younger men, they kill me. What they say? What the women? What? Yeah, what I said, I want to date younger women. What I said? Oh, when I want to date, when I want to date younger women, what they say, Ocho? Right. Oh, I'm a creep. Oh, I'm what they call that? What they call that when a man like?
This was so awkward. Jasmine, have you ever slipped up as an LGBT, like a member of the LGBTQ, and said, you know, when I dated men and oops, women? Have you ever said that?
Never in my life, ma'am. No. That I don't know. Nope.
And I've never said, when I said I was dating women, everybody. So what happens, guys, when you form habits, and that's why I tell you, I started the show off with writing things down. I don't know why they have to do scientific research on this. I think it should be something that's automatically engraved. Like, this is why we have parents and children, and we reiterate, brush your teeth, wash your face, do this, do that, go to, add. The reason why they make us practice and practice and practice and practice is because it becomes a habit. It becomes a habit. And once it's a habit, subconsciously, it's better than you. So you remember your numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, if you're forgetting your numbers, then that may be, you may have some memory issues going on, right? But, and just like I almost called Star Troy, because that's what I call him. That's what I call the Star Report. I call him Troy. So I was sitting there, I was like, shit, do I call him Troy? Y'all don't know who Troy is. So that was like, oh, the Star Report. Like, you will stop for a second if you have an instance where, you forgot something and you'll try to think about it. But for it to come off the tongue so naturally as it did in this clip, Jasmine, play it one more time.
When Unc say he want to date younger men, they kill me. What they say, what the women, what? Yeah, what I said, I want to date younger women. What I said? Oh, when I want to date, when I want to date younger women, what they say, Ocho? Right. Oh, I'm a creep. Oh, I'm what they call that? What they call that when a man like I'm grooming. I'm grooming. That's the term they use with me. Yeah. Grooming.
Mm-hmm. And he's been accused. But the thing about it is, he's been accused of grooming younger men. His hairstylist. I mean, not his hairstylist. His fashion stylist, Hollywood. Why Hollywood get courtside seats but not Michelle? Yeah, Michelle. Yeah, Michelle. Michelle taking all that dick and ass. Why Michelle can't get courtside seats? Because when you habitually, like, he puts it in your face, but a lot of y'all just refuse to see it for what it is. I mean, he's a gossiping man that loves to dress and loves to hang out with his girlfriends courtside. Don't even want a woman leaving her toothbrush in the house. Y'all, Jasmine, you remember that segment? I ain't gonna tell you to put it. But when he was like, I don't even want a woman leaving a toothbrush in my house because he don't like nothing about a woman.
And said he would never go to a woman's house.
He be out in public with his creative director, Jordan. Jordan, before it was Hollywood going to the parties. Now him and Jordan are in the parties, dressed alike, man bags crossed. What is your camera guy doing with you at events without a camera? Why is your camera guy being filmed in camera with you? Unk. But y'all, Tasha K hating that negative ass bitch over there. This is why Hollywood don't put him. Because he fake as. It would be different if Shannon Sharpe, big, thick thigh ass, would come out and say, I am a black gay man in Hollywood who is reaching heights that most men don't reach unless they on their Anderson Cooper or Don Lemon. You don't get just any black man a spot like that. You got to know somebody to get them contracts. And just last week, his PR team put out, because he's fishing for bids, that he is due to sign a $100 million podcast deal. And so if you got a bigger bag you're gonna offer me, tell me now or forever hold your peace. This was just last week. And for those of y'all that are saying, oh, this is just another way to keep another black man down, this whole lawsuit thing, this whole $50 million lawsuit, it takes months to generate a lawsuit. Months. Where Shannon Sharpe came from a podcast that he couldn't even get sponsored. You ever notice he doesn't have sponsors on his podcast? Like, what man at that level with those type of views don't have sponsors? Only sponsoring he's doing is himself.
He does have sponsors, just for the record.
Which sponsors he got now?
He has like a Viagra sponsor or something like that.
That was the first he got.
And he had
what else?
I think like a ticket app, I think he had as well.
He got those. But when he launched that podcast, there was no sponsors over there. And the only reason I know that is because his team told me. His team told me. So here's the thing. That was a hell of a Freudian slip. And that's okay. Shannon can like who he wants to like. But the problem I have is, why is it that when you talk about women, or when women are talking about you, it's either in a very graphic manner or you're speaking about women in a graphic manner. But when you with your boys, oh, that's my dog, that's my partner, that's my nigga right there, that's my baby. That's my nigga, those are my credit, that. Why men get respect? Why they get courtside tickets? Why they get to go with you to your parties? But yet you got women coming from behind the scenes. And this ain't the first woman whose lawsuit we're going to read on TashaKLive.com. Matter of fact, I spoke to a couple of his ex-women, white women to be specific. And that's why we titled the video on TashaKLive.com. Let me get the title so you know what's up. Shannon Sharpe, R's white women on the regular? Question mark. Why are we? And for the y'all that feel sorry for him, I don't see how y'all feel sorry for him. Black men with money have been dating white women for years, and what happens? Not to say that it's discrediting anything that the white women are doing, but white women tell. They call the police. They're Karens. When are y'all gonna learn that you're not gonna be able to get away with the stuff that you typically get away with? Black women who don't have access to the same type of sympathy that white women typically do. But that's y'all though. That's your And when you hear this lawsuit here that I have regarding the $50 million lawsuit that was just filed from a Jane Doe, and then there was another lawsuit filed last year by a woman who actually put her name out there, and she's alleging some of the same things that this other woman is saying, and then there's going to be a third. Now, I ain't saying Tony Busby is the right lawyer. We got some issues with him, but here's the thing. Everybody just cannot be lying on Shannon. Like, his love for men is just too obvious. And his hate for women speaks and bleeds on his shows. Guilty? Ain't nobody want him guilty. He ain't in jail. It's not a criminal act. What are you talking about? If it was a criminal act, that white woman would have went to the police, but she didn't go to the police. There's a reason for that. What I'm saying is, listen, guys, I don't understand why y'all get so bent out of shape when these things happen, when they've been happening for centuries. Why are we feeling sorry for a black man who prefers only to date specifically white women for certain purposes, but is seen in public with black men on dates? But then when the white women come out here and file a lawsuit, y'all want to say, oh, he's trying to hold a black man down. How about he trying to hold himself down? How about that? How about for once in their life, they are trying to hold themselves down, because we know what white women are going to do. If they going to do anything, they going to tell. They going to tell. And so why should we get all bent out of shape trying to rally behind saving Unc when Unc has had the blueprint written and put in his face, stamp proved, it's been documented in a court of law, then let it be known that if you even blow wrong on a white woman, she gonna tell it. And ain't gonna stop until the world hears. Now, I ain't got nothing against what Shannon Sharpe got going on as far as his podcast and everything like that. I think he does an excellent job, but I just still think he needs to stand on truth. They be getting out here as talk show hosts and as podcast hosts, but the moment they business is out here, they want to sue, deflect, bury, do everything. But you telling everybody business. No, pick a side. Pick a side. That's all y'all ever talking about hating on him. Hating. How about the white woman that just sued him for $50 million? Did she hate him? But y'all will drag me before you drag her. I'm not the one that sued him. I'm not the one demanding $50 million. I'm not the other two lawsuits that are coming down the pipe, but I'm hating as a black woman. Yeah, we're about to head over to TashaKLive.com right now for the second part of this show. We got some restraining orders we got to go through regarding Shannon Sharpe. We got the lawsuit allegations we got to go through regarding Shannon Sharpe on two different women. And we've got a history. We've got a history and we've got a blueprint, okay? We're going to discuss all of that. These are their allegations, not mine. Our job is to only sip and unwind, and we shall do that on TashaKLive.com. If you want to see that show, I highly recommend that you subscribe. Okay, to see that show. And yeah, guys, don't forget, we are sponsored in part by a black woman, all right, who makes my favorite body oils and body scrubs and lip stains, okay? Today I have on Georgia Peach. As you can see, that's why I'm all glossed up. These are body oils that last, I mean, this bottle here probably lasts you 3 months. And so I love that it is generous and it goes a long way. You only need just a few drops and then you all glossed up, ready to go, smelling like a Georgia Peach. They also have different flavors, cotton candy and things like that. You can find the sugar case as well as the lip stains and the lip oils and the body scrubs available on my website, shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code as many times as you want. TK10, guys. Don't forget, guys, we're sponsored in part 2 by Nano Blanco toothpaste. This is my favorite whitening toothpaste. This is what keeps my teeth white. This is what keeps my kids' teeth white. This is not a toothpaste for, gum problems and bacteria problems. This is only for the achieved whiteness that you want. And Lord knows I do on camera work, so my teeth gonna stay white. That's what they're gonna do. Pop. Okay, and so it's a very popular toothpaste. It's probably the most popular on TikTok and everywhere else right now. And so you can get this on my website using my coupon code TK10. Go to shoptkdeals.com. Guys, don't forget, we also have the Koji acid made by a black woman. Okay, this is for hyperpigmentation, dark spots on your skin. You can get this on my website as well under Inez Beauty. Use my coupon code TK10 to get 10% off of all your orders, okay? So you can use the TK10 as much as you want. If you struggle for dark spots from acne and things like this bottle goes a long way. You only need a few drops, and it helps to lighten dark marks and hyperpigmentation without bleaching. We also have the Koji Cocoa Soap that is for the body. So if you have dark marks all over your body, if you got dark marks under, stains under your arms, under your vaginal area, maybe your booty is blacker than your legs, okay? Please get you some Koji Cocoa Soap, okay? Very popular soap. The only difference between this soap and the other soaps that are being sold is that it doesn't leave us bright yellow. It actually matches with our skin tone, and cocoa butter has been around for a very long time. And to mix it with Koji acid, which is a lightening serum, as well as turmeric, which is a brightening serum, the results are over the top. And they keep your skin looking chocolate and just scrumptious the way that it is. And it doesn't create any off balances with like dark circles around your eyes, which your skin is, your face is bleached, your elbows is like, what I'm saying? Everything is even and nice, okay? You can get this on my website, shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10. Don't forget, guys, everyone needs potent liquid vitamins in their body, all right? I have a few that are that I personally have used over the years. We've sold these over the years, so you already know how it goes. And now I'm able to sell these to you guys, okay, per the partners. All right, so our partners are excited that they get access to you guys as well too. And so we have the sea moss, very popular, especially amongst the Black community. It's very dense in vitamins and minerals. We don't get that density through our foods, and so regardless of how healthy you're eating, you still need to supplement, and you have to supplement with a good enriched vitamin, a liquid vitamin to be specific, because it goes in and it absorbs better. Okay, and so we have the sea moss here that has 98% of the vitamins and minerals that our body needs, and we have spirulina, which has 100%, and then we have the zinc, the burdock root, and the vitamin C. This is available on my website, shoptkdeals.com. We also have the olive leaf, so if you want to detox, you want to cleanse your intestinal tract out, you want to lower cholesterol and blood pressure and diabetes and things like that, the olive leaf has been around for years. People in Greece have been using it. You can look at the testimonials from Australians and things like that. This is very popular. And a doctor in some cases will prescribe this before they will usually give like high blood pressure drugs and diabetes drugs and stuff like that. Because, you know, if you eat well and take care of yourself and supplement, you won't have to worry about a lot of these issues that are onset by diet and lifestyle coming on. Okay. And so you can get the olive leaf on the website using my coupon code TK10. And last but not least, vitamin D. There's a lot of vitamin D on the market, but a lot of vitamin D is not made equal, okay? And so a lot of you guys are getting vitamin D, but it's very weak vitamin D, and this is damn near medically prescribed is what I have. So it's 10,000 IUs of vitamin D in liquid form, okay? I was prescribed 50,000 from my doctor, and the reason I know that all vitamin D is not made the same is because when I took my vitamin D that I had got over the counter to my doctor, he said, this is not strong enough and it's very weak. Okay. He gave me something similar to this. This is a product straight out of the UK that you can get mailed to your house. Even if you're in the UK, if you're in the United States, shipping is under 7 days. Sometimes you may get it in 2, just depending on where they're shipping from in the warehouse. It is made in the UK. So their dietary standards and vitamin and mineral standards are a lot higher than the US. Okay. And so this is a very dense vitamin D. I've taken it personally. I take it every day. I used to suffer from inflammation in the joints, inflammation in the foot. I had arthritis symptoms coming on. I had severe bloating. My muscles were weak and things like that. A lot of times we be thinking it's arthritis. If you get some blood work, it'll tell you that you probably have a simple vitamin D deficiency. You can Google this for yourselves. Don't believe me, I'm not a doctor. Do your own research. And when you supplement using drops, putting it in your water every day, these are tasteless drops. They don't have a taste. It tastes like water. Actually, you don't even taste it in water. This will quickly get in your system and restore your vitamin D levels. And before you know it, any arthritis symptoms are gone. I've had people suffer from, I can't think of that. I'm gonna actually have that little girl come on my show. She had a very, very just like high, she could not process vitamin D. It didn't matter what she did, okay? Sitting in the sun, because a lot of us, we can get 90,000 IUs from vitamin D from 40 minutes of sitting in the sun. She couldn't make vitamin D. And so, you know, when they took her off of meats and dairy and things like that, and then supplemented her with vitamin D that was made organically, and then they gave her plants and things like that is enriched in vitamin D as well too, because they take in sun. She was getting cramp, like her body was like crippling, her hands were crippling, her feet was crippling. She couldn't walk, she couldn't get out of bed. 22 years old. Homegirl is walking now. I really have to set up an interview with her so she could tell you about the importance of vitamin D and why we as Black people tend to get sick more often than none, because we're not living in highly, you know, sunshine densely areas. Our food is depleted. Vegetables are being grown and you know, labs instead of out in the sunshine, and we're severely deficient. Okay, and so we have a very good vitamin D on the site right now that I'm proud of, that I take personally. It is available. Use my coupon code TK10 as many times as you want for as many bottles as you want. I love you guys. We're about to head over to TashaKLive.com right now. Don't forget, Thursday is our open mic, Shoot Your Shot open night, episode 2. If you missed episode 1, I highly recommend that you get to a quiet place. Don't watch it at work because it will hurt your stomach. It's so funny. Okay, so we had a lot of contestants come through and show off their skills for their chance to win $300 and a chance to tour with me next year in 2026. If you want to be a part of Thursday's show, first come, first serve, you got to hit that link. The link is already available in the chat. The episode is already up. So plan, get your affairs in order, because we're going to be judging and giving somebody $300. Okay. Shout out to Sean, David, Way, and Derek. Don't forget, we're still casting for Jasmine. Are we still casting for Do You Like Me, or are we all booked up for season one?
I think we're good.
We're booked up, so we can hold on casting for now.
You can.
Until season 2 comes. All right. So shout out to all the contestants that got a call back. If you didn't get a call back, we still got season 2, season 3, season 4. All right. So stay tuned. All right. So we're matchmaking around here, guys. If you want to advertise on my platform and you want exposure to all these winos, please hit me at unwinewithtashak@gmail.com. Also, if you have tips on your favorite celebrities, please feel free to hit me at unwinewithtashak@gmail.com or hit me in the DM on Instagram. Please don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, all of the above. I love you guys. If you're wondering what I was drinking, I'm still on the Reservado Sauvignon Blanc. This is my daytime wine because it don't get me all drunk and everything like this. And I also had a green smoothie, and I put some vitamin D drops that are from my site and sea moss drops, okay, that are from my site in my smoothie. Okay, so I had some mixed berries, some chia seeds, the sea moss, the vitamin D, the spinach, and I also had some coconut milk. All in here, and took it right here in front of y'all. I'm all done. And now I'm gonna chase it with some wine. I love you guys. I'll see you guys Wednesday for White Wine Wednesday. And we're heading over to TashaKLive.com for the second part of the show. We got some explosive ass details regarding this lawsuit that was buried, not the one that Tony Busby filed on Shannon Sharpe, but the one that was buried by the media. And I was shocked by this, okay? Because this is another white woman, and white women voices matter too, okay, on Shannon Sharpe. And the stuff that she's alleging is similar to what this other girl is saying under Jane Doe. All right, so we're about to head over to TashaKLive.com right now. If you want to see that show, you do have to subscribe. I love you guys. Until then, I'll see you Wednesday. Now I gotta go. Bye.
Day night, you're nervous because you're not feeling so fresh. Huh? No, not down there, up here. Tell me this, have you ever panicked at the thought of taking off your wig and releasing the worst odor? Or just the thought of your partner burying their face in your 4-week old box braids? One more question. Are you delaying your commitment to growing love locks? Because you know your scalp's history with thick, flaky buildup. If you can relate to any of these pretty common issues, I might have a solution for you. Crowning Glorious Medicated Shampoo. It's proven to not only clear up scalp buildup, but clear it for a lot longer. Using Crowning Glorious, you can do what before was unthinkable, like leaving in your protective styles for longer periods. You know, to get your money's worth. Because the formula used in Crowning Glorious eliminates the underlying causes of that sour smell in your hair and helps to prevent crusty buildup. As if that's not exciting enough, studies have shown that the active ingredients in Crowning Glorious can actually block certain hormones that causes hair loss, and it can effectively reverse alopecia or regrow your hair on thinning edges. So if you're ready to change your life forever, visit myclearcrown.com. Grab your first bottle of Crowning Glorious Medicated Shampoo, because your crown is glory, and glory starts at the crown.
Tasha K. Do you know who that is? Martin Luther King's wife, Michelle Obama, Barack Obama's wife.
You think your person will mind if you step out for a minute?
You're such a sweetheart.
You're a godson.
I'm ready to go. Are you fucking kidding me?
All right, Faith, just give me my
No!
Faith.
Oh, look at the phone. I'm calling her.
What? No. Give me the phone.
No!
Faith.
No! No!
Give me
Fuck you!
Give me the fucking
Fuck you!
phone.
No! Let go! I'm sorry!
Sorry doesn't fix it, Faith. What if TMZ already got the footage of me running from a white girl all through the city? Oh shit! Ain't she Nathan Minor? Ain't she Nathan Minor? No. I can't get a picture, bro. No. I can't get a picture real quick, bro. Come on, chill, bro. Oh, ain't that your girl right there? No. Hey, he right here. Oh, shut the fuck. It's your man right here.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
But I've seen you come in here a few times, and every time I've seen you order a everything bagel with cream cheese on top. So I look over today, and to my surprise, no bagel. So I'm thinking to myself, well, what a perfect opportunity for an icebreaker.
Girl, he was fine. Like, fine. And he smelled good. And he had the sexiest walk I ever seen. When most men take me out and try to impress me, they take me to a fancy restaurant, but this is more my vibe.
Well, I figured a sky full of stars and no waitress to interrupt us would be the perfect opportunity for us to get to know each other.
Do you think it's a little too soon to be introducing me to your mom?
Sometimes you just know.
That didn't seem strange to you?
Everybody know you still like the girl, don't you like her?
Life is too short to be worried about what could have happened. Talk to her.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.